When people talk about artificial intelligence, they picture algorithms, data, and futuristic chatbots. But behind every AI model, every smart app, every voice assistant, every generative tool, lies a story most people never see. It's a story not about code, but about infrastructure. Because as AI expands, so does its appetite for electricity, for cooling, and for fiber optic connectivity. And in this quiet scramble to build the digital backbone of the future, a new group of players is quietly cashing in. This is the side of the AI boom that no one tweets about. The physical world powering the virtual one. Let's start with the scale of it. Training a single advanced AI model can consume as much electricity as hundreds of homes use in a year. Running those models, serving billions of daily requests, takes even more. Data centers, the warehouses of the digital era, are multiplying across the country to keep up. Just 5 years ago, data centers were mostly tucked away near major cities. Now, they're sprawling across rural America, in Virginia, Iowa, Texas, and Ohio, transforming farmland into server farms. The numbers are staggering. Analysts estimate that AI data centers will use more than 10% of all U.S. electricity within a decade. That's roughly the power consumption of entire states combined. And it's not just power. Each facility needs cooling, thousands of gallons of water daily to prevent servers from overheating. In regions already facing drought, that demand is sparking tension. Cities are starting to ask whether hosting an AI data center is worth the environmental cost. But while local communities wrestle with those trade-offs, others are making a fortune. Utility companies, fiber network providers, and construction giants are seeing a windfall. So are real estate developers who own land near energy hubs and high-speed internet corridors. In short, AI's biggest winners might not be the companies building the algorithms, but the ones building the foundations beneath them. Think of it like the gold rush. The miners made headlines, but the fortunes went to those selling shovels, timber, and railroads. Today's shovels are power grids and fiber cables. Electricity suppliers are locking in massive contracts with tech giants. Companies like Dominion Energy and NextEra are expanding grids specifically to serve AI workloads. Telecommunications firms are racing to lay new fiber lines across the country. Even construction companies that specialize in cooling systems and substation infrastructure can't keep up with demand. Meanwhile, real estate developers in states like Iowa and Nebraska are quietly flipping land near substations for millions, often to hyperscale clients like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, and Google. It's a land rush. Only this time, the prize isn't gold or oil. It's access to power and connectivity. And here's where it gets even more interesting. AI demand is reshaping where business happens. Cities that were once tech afterthoughts, like Columbus, Omaha, and Des Moines, are becoming digital capitals because they offer what Silicon Valley no longer can: cheap land, available energy, and local governments eager for investment. Data center clusters are forming near hydroelectric dams in the Pacific Northwest and solar farms in Texas. In some cases, rural communities are seeing their economies transformed overnight, bringing jobs, tax revenue, and infrastructure upgrades. But there's a catch. Those same communities are also facing rising energy costs, water shortages, and noise complaints from massive cooling systems that run day and night. Some residents worry that AI's infrastructure boom could repeat the mistakes of the old industrial era. Profit for the few, strain for the many. And they're not wrong to ask tough questions. Because for all the talk about digital innovation, the AI industry still runs on very physical resources, and someone has to pay for them. That's where policy is starting to come into play. Local governments are rethinking tax incentives for tech giants, asking whether the long-term costs outweigh the short-term gains. Environmental regulators are beginning to scrutinize how much water and energy these facilities consume. At the same time, the private sector is adapting. Companies are experimenting with renewable power data centers, using solar, wind, and even geothermal energy to keep operations sustainable. Others are building advanced cooling systems, liquid-based or submersion methods, to cut water use dramatically. Still, the race for power is far from over. The AI industry is projected to double or even triple its energy use by the end of the decade. And that's just to handle current workloads. As models grow larger, and as more businesses adopt AI in daily operations, demand for compute power will explode. That means the next frontier of the AI boom won't be about better algorithms. It'll be about who controls the resources that make those algorithms possible. And that battle is already underway. Tech giants are signing exclusive deals with utility companies. They're buying land near power stations years in advance. They're even funding new grid capacity, securing private energy pipelines to keep their data centers running uninterrupted. Meanwhile, Wall Street is pouring billions into infrastructure funds focused on energy and data connectivity. For investors, this isn't just tech. It's the new industrial revolution. Because here's the truth. AI isn't floating in the cloud. It's grounded in steel, silicon, and electricity. And as demand for digital intelligence grows, the industries supplying that foundation will become the most strategic and profitable sectors of all. So, who's really cashing in on the AI boom? It's not just the software companies selling the dream. It's the builders, the energy producers, the fiber providers, and the real estate developers quietly constructing the future. They're the unseen winners, powering the age of artificial intelligence 1 megawatt, 1 cable, and 1 acre at a time. The next time you hear about a breakthrough in AI, remember, somewhere behind that innovation, there's a town humming with generators, transformers, and cooling towers, keeping the lights on for the digital world. And in that hum lies the sound of a new kind of empire being built, not online, but in the ground beneath it.